I've had the privilege to work with many beautiful models over the years, and the question I get asked the most is, how the heck did you find them? Back in the 1980s and most of the 90s, I didn't have the huge advantage of using the internet to search for prospective models from the comfort of my desk and office chair. I had to physically go outside and search for them. While it's possible to find someone shopping in the grocery store with the attributes and interests to model, I focused on places where aspiring models were more likely to be, like Hooters. I used to go to several around Central Florida, and back then there were lots of girls that were using Hooters as a springboard to further their career aspirations. Lynn Austin was the very first Hooters girl, and that exposure caught the attention of Playboy, and she became a Playboy playmate and cover girl. Once I worked with a few Hooters girls and had broken into that circle, my reputation was solidified and I was in demand. It got to the point where I couldn't walk into one of those Hooters without at least one of the waitresses asking if I'd do a photo shoot with them. Some girls were even willing to do a photo shoot right after work, and I loved it. Nightclubs were another place to meet potential models, but it was usually loud and dark, making it hard to judge her look for modeling, so at best I'd set up a second meeting before committing to a photo shoot. I had decided I didn't want to shoot fashion because it was an extremely hard path to go down, and I didn't want to live in New York City, so I focused on swimwear, fitness, posters, calendars, editorial work, and Playboy. All of those required models with great figures, and the best place to find hot-bodied potential models was the beach. I spent most of my free time at the beach anyway, so it was easy for me to keep an eye out for my next model, and I found quite a few at the beach. I went all over Florida's east and west coasts, and if I found someone that had the physical qualities required, I'd introduce myself, give her my pitch, and if after that she was still interested, I'd go to my car and retrieve my photographer portfolio to show her, which helped illustrate my intentions. My leather portfolio had inside several prints of my best pictures, tear sheets of my work that had been published in magazines, letters from magazine editors interested in my work, release forms, and everything else I had to show I was a legitimate photographer that was experienced in working with models. Today, a photographer can recruit models from the comfort of their computer through text. You could contact 100 models on the internet in one day and just sit back and wait for a response. Back then, I had to first go out and find a potential or working model, often driving a few hundred miles to do it. Then I'd walk up and speak to her with a quick pitch to gain her attention, or get rejected. It took the determination and dedication of a hunter and a gift for presentation to be successful, and I did the best with what I had to work with. I think I did all right. Bikini contests were another great place to find potential models that were on the same page I was. These girls were willing to stand on stage in front of a raucous crowd in tiny bikinis and would be extremely happy to have the chance to model to elevate their career aspirations. I went to contests all over Florida and found some really nice models at them. It was kind of hard to make the initial connection as bikini contests are pretty hectic, and the contestants are always getting pulled in different directions, so making time to present myself to one of the girls was always a struggle, but I was often well rewarded. I had a few favorite contests that I liked for scouting models, and 2 of them were held on Saturdays just a few blocks apart from each other on Fort Lauderdale Beach. One was Bootleggers next to Hooters on the Intercoastal. That contest had some of the very best bikini contestants that came from all over to compete for the first place $500 cash prize. Unfortunately, video is not allowed, but I'd occasionally take some pictures. I got a few models out of that contest, including Helen shown here, and I'll feature our photo shoot experience in a future video. The other place holding a Saturday bikini contest was the world famous candy store on A1A across from the beach. They started their bikini contest just after the Bootleggers one finished, so it would be possible for a girl to enter both if she hustled. The candy store contest didn't attract the hottest contestants like the other contest, probably because the cash prize was considerably less at only $50, and it was a bit raunchy as they encouraged the contestants to bend over and stuff like that. They still had some really nice girls though, and I always checked it out when I had the chance. I pulled a few girls out of there for photo shoots, including Tanya shown here walking up the stairs. She was eager to do some pictures, so after she won the contest, I took her down the beach and we got some really nice shots before we ran out of sunlight. I'm going to do a video dedicated to my photo shoot with Tanya in a future video as well. One unique feature of the candy store was their belly flop contest they held before the bikini contest. Guys would do some insane belly flops, and the winner got to escort the bikini contestants for a lap around the pool. All it took was a few beers and a belly flop, and these guys went from 0 to hero in one big splash. think it's safe to say winning the candy store belly flop contest was well worth it. And those guys are probably still telling stories about it. The bikini contest had some fine talent over the years, and while I didn't have a video camera for most of them, here's a few highlights to help you get a feel for what the bikini contest at the world-famous candy store was like back in the late 80s and early 90s. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story from one photographer's life.
You gotta get your foot out the way. Table out the way. Oh, this side. Hey, let me do this first. Let me do this first. Come look close.
Second place tie goes to Samantha and Paige.